Hey everybody, happy Monday and welcome to another Monday Musings with Papa Rose, me being the latter and you being the all the better for being here. Yeah, I know that was real cheesy, but I'm just in that mood. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope you had a last great week. I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And before we jump into anything, if you like jumping in and having a spiritual kiki and listening to some old timey ways and old little things having to do with magical and spiritual works, then you found the best place to hang out. Because we always hang out with your papa and a little bit of lemonade. But please, before we jump in, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And thank you for being here. And also, ring the bell like it's dinner time. And that way you'll get updated on all the new stuff like today. So let's jump in. I wanted to touch on two things that are happening right now. One, the realization that, you know what, sometimes you really do need to be careful what you wish for because getting it might be worse than just thinking about it. Y'all remember the old Star Trek, the old ones with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy? There was a great line that said sometimes having, sometimes the wanting is better than having. And I think sometimes that's what happens when we get into these cycles of always trying to ask the spirits and do magic to get X, Y, Z. And we kind of really don't sit well with it. Or sometimes we know it's not the best thing for us, but we're focused and we're obsessed. And that's another reason why we say really think about stuff, divine on stuff, give yourself time before you do anything. And if you have that feeling, go. But if you have a little about it, don't do it. Look for something else. But let's return back to the scenario. Heart was set on XYZ, and lo and behold, you got it. Oh, wow, says you. But what happens when it turns out that it's not all cracked up to be what you thought it was? Yeah, the love of your life that you had to have just happens to be really emotionally distant and not working with you. The house that you have needs so much repair, and it's kind of like a money pit. Um, you have something happen to you that's never happened to you before, bust a wrist or something because you were doing XYZ in this wonderful part of what you were having. When you start having things like that build up after you get what you're looking for or get what you've asked for, that's kind of when we kind of start to have to think about that Greek line too. Sometimes the gods punish us by giving us what we want. So that's why I had that thought during meditation today. Be very careful and mindful. Now, by mindful, I mean use your whole mind and your good sense. I no longer use common sense because obvious reasons, but good sense. Use your good sense. Use that link to your ancestors. Say, is this something I want for ego's sake or something that I want that's necessary for my development? And look, I don't hate. Sometimes, you know what, we gonna eat that ice cream knowing damn well what happens. But we do it anyway. As long as you're not like really suffering and it's something that it's worth it, go ahead. As long as you're not harming anybody, you shouldn't even be harming yourself. But it's those moments that I believe connection and divination is key. Connection with your spirits is key, so that you can separate that I wanna, and look for why you want something. What is that void that's making you want something that you know may not be the best thing for you? And use healing magic in that respect, or healing spiritual energy in that respect. Because, people pray on things just as much as they like candles on things. This is a universal concept. But what you're praying for, always add the addendum, or what you're working for, this or something better for my greater good. This or something better. Because I really don't believe in that, buy one get one for of equal or lesser value. No, buy one and get one of equal or better value for you. Emphasis on that last part, little red line. But food for thought on that one, and hear me out on it, mull it about, and tell me what you think. Now, the second part is I had a customer recently who asked me to make a custom blend for them and a bit of it. And it's a kind of obscure one. I used to make it a while back because somebody taught me how to, and it was the old timey folks. And it's a formulation / oil from New Orleans called Flying Devil. What? Now, hear me out, wait for it. Flying Devil was a mix that was made with herbs, or the way I was taught, made with herbs and certain oils. And they said, hey, look, this is what we do to get rid of it. Now, it's fairly recent because conditioned oils, come on, think about it, are fairly recent. Back in the day, it was olive oil and your herbs. So, fast forward, that's kind of the process, but let's get to the meat of the matter. It's used to break hexes and reverse negativity where it came from. It is a kind of snapback ward. It breaks bad and flings it back. And it also had, if it wasn't so hot, it actually kind of smelled good to wear. But that don't use it, please don't, because it's made with some very hot, peppery things. And even then, I tell people, if you're gonna use it with care, know what you're doing, and definitely it works like a charm, because it'll send it back. It'll send things back with a nice little zing to it, which is where the heat comes from. So she ordered, and I said, okay, let me get it together. And she wanted a set amount. Now, you know how spirit works sometimes. When you in the spirit and you making stuff and you there and you know, Celia Cruz, kimbara, and you all enjoying your magic, your work. And yes, I did. You maybe make a little more than you expected. So I made a little more than I expected. To which I say, y'all, I got 2 bottles of Flying Devil oil. I'm an act a fool. Whoever inboxes me first with an order, I'll leave the price in the description. Whoever gets to me with an order, y'all too will get Flying Devil. And I'm giving it at a discounted price too. It isn't the usual $25. I'm going to bring it down a bit. So I want to see which one of y'all needs to get rid of some BS in their life. You know, I wanted to say the bullshit, but you know how they are sometimes. You got to play nice. Who gonna get rid of their stuff? Now, how do I use this oil? There's someone in the back saying, what I'm gonna do with this oil? You can use it as a, say a snapback ward, where you put little things around the outside of your house, or you anoint mirrors with it, or you anoint something that's outside that if anything does come, it gets bounced back with a slap on it. Or if you light a candle, you anoint it with a candle wrapped in a little bit of cayenne pepper or some red chili flakes, and you burn that to send something back out. Don't mess with me no more. You can use it when you put a line of red brick dust or black salt at your front door. You put a couple of drops in that to make sure that, you know, your stuff ain't coming in here. Because sometimes people inadvertently kind of infect you with mess and crazy. That helps with that too. You can put it in a lamp if you know how to make oil lamps, or get some water, put a couple of drops, keep it by the door if you feel like there's something going wrong. And then toss it out to the street the next day or after 9 days. So there's some free stuff. There's some fun, what you can do with an oil. Now, of course, I'm not going to say don't get an oil from some reputable source. Go ahead. But if you have me, I'm right here. And if you're quick, get yours quick before it goes. Because I'm thinking of bringing it back on the website. And there's a question for y'all, not on the website, on the Facebook page. We're still working on the website. Please punch back in to get more updates. We do have a web page open. Come to me, and that's at www.louisianacurioshop.com. That's just the web page. That's where you can send me messages, email orders, or get information on products, what have you. Or you can get me on my Facebook page, which is Louisiana Curio Shop on Facebook, or Louis Papa Rose on Facebook. And send me emails too. If you have any questions or want to jump on this, at louisianacurioshop@yahoo.com. And yeah, let's see what happens. So that's that. And it is Monday. I hope y'all had a great Monday. I hope Elegua and all the ancestors and spirits bless one and all of y'all with a fabulous week and a fabulous evening. Before I leave, this Wednesday night, please be aware that I am going to be teaching a class through Big Liz Conjure on emissaries of the Orishas, how to use your spiritual court to work with the Orishas, and also how to work with your spiritual court to connect with other deities and spiritual entities, how to work with that. So that's going to be on Big Liz Conjure. Again, I will leave a link in the comment section below, which is what you should be doing. Getting into the comments, telling me what you think, how you feel, what we should do. Maybe I should have more lemonade with vodka in it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So on that note, again, many blessings, much love. Hope this Monday Musings cute with you. Come back next week. And also, every time we put up new content, if you've rung the bell, you know there's going to be some cool stuff coming up this week too. So with much love, much ache, and many blessings. Love and Juju, y'all. Peace.